Hello out there, and welcome back to South of Midnight. I'm Eric with Perspective Gaming, and it's been a while. I tried recording this next chapter of this game once previously, and it blue screened my computer about 40 minutes in, which obviously corrupted the recording. So you will not be seeing a lot of the collectibles since they've already been gotten on this playthrough, but I was at least able to restart this chapter. So that leaves us, after having beaten our crocodile boss, down to the crocodile boss of whale, we are heading forward to learn more about the spirit whose name eludes me, that kidnapped our mom because she likes, mom helps little kids. I keep pushing the wrong button, and that our spirit likes to kidnap little kids. Woo! So either you will be seeing this and I'll have recorded the full chapter, or you'll never see this because it keeps green screening. That is the duel we find ourselves living in. Also, I don't remember anything because... Woo! You get possessed. Ow. Okay, keep health. I remember that. This is some kind of AoE spell? That pull, and then I can do the stab. And some of the upgrades, but I don't know if I'll have to check to see if the upgrades stuck or not. But I got some new upgrades on my failed recording that allowed me to do more webbing people up with threads stuff with this effect that makes them take more damage and everything, which is very cool. And I can also heal off of it now. So the combat does get stronger over time, which is nice. I'm gonna keep bugging on this game a little bit for having the most amazing aesthetic in the world that's beautiful and has wonderful music and style, and then the gameplay is just like whack with stick, force powers. That's, that is a rag out of love and respect
when Hanks ain't trying to get me
for what is clearly an incredible piece of craftsmanship that could be even better. Okay, so that's forward. Let's check our upgrades real quick. Yeah. So yeah, I got big explosion and a couple more things that I can do with the weave. So we will keep our eye out for more experience. I will handle that in a second, though I assume it will be empty because I've already been through this first half of this level, half or more. Okay, it's this bumper what summons my little guy. There we go. Yeah, it was right here. So we'll just summon that right back to us and be on our way. If you're watching this episode and totally confused, it's because somehow the last episode of this went, abysmally in the views, which is, whatever. I know that. I do just enough YouTube to know that sometimes the viewership gets tanked for either I did a bad thumbnail or it didn't get spread as much because I swore more or something. So we're seeing how this one goes. If that continues to be a pattern, I will probably be done, but I wanted to give it a test because I do really like this game, and for some reason the second episode got 3 times as many views as an average video from me, which is weird and has happened multiple times. I don't know why, but multiple times I have gotten a second video in a series that has 100+ views on my tiny little channel, And the first one has like less than half of that. And it's just like, why? Why are
Another
you
one of
people
Mama's
clicking the
things.
second video?
What
I
else did I get
labeled
wrong
it
about
part
you?
2.
Is that? No way.
Trey always thought he'd give his wife Bunny's ring. But she refused. Swore I was after the flood money. I'd never tell him, but I didn't want that gaudy ring anyways.
Hell yeah.
We chose something more to my liking together.
She doesn't talk about Dad much. Nice to know they didn't care what Bunny thought. Damn it. The road's washed out.
Gotta get over all this nasty stuff. Ow. I hate mushrooms. Ever so much do I hate the mushrooms. Come on. There we go. You get bopped. This button.
Huh? Did the storm
I
crash
don't
the
know
boat?
why I get those buttons wrong all the time, but I'm forcing myself to remember. There was some treasure this way. I don't need to go explore and make sure. Oh, no, I'm crazy. This was the way to go. Ignore me. Up, yup, whee! Up, yup, up, whee! I know for a fact that Bendy and the Dark Revival was one of those games that had really high viewership in the second episode, which I attribute to the thumbnail on that one purely. That was a really good thumbnail, but still very weird that people would click the second one on that. I think, God, was Panoptia one of those? I think it might have been, where the second viewership was
Can't
really
see a
high.
stigma knot.
I was astonished
It's
how
gotta
high
be here
viewership
somewhere.
on Panoptia was just in general. That was a delight. Go, Grungus. Don't get touched by insects or spikes, Grungus. God. That's your jump? Why even have a jump button if that's your jump? Okay, we go, and skabloobin. And that'll clear out all of this gunkus. This was another whole secret area. I said dismantle it. Ooh! Ow! Ooh, note. Annabelle, we need this sale to go through. Between the weeds, waging war on our biggest leaves, and the lack of goods, reliable folks to lend a hand, the tobacco business ain't what it used to be. Here's hoping Bunny Flood don't look too closely at our numbers. Lord, I don't ask for much, but don't let one bad harvest sink a family name.
You don't stay that rich by being kind.
I mean, I'm not... I feel bad for people who lose their way of life, obviously, but I'm not going to feel especially bad for tobacco growers getting a bad harvest. Like, they're people, and that sucks, but tobacco's not something I'm gonna, like... Oh, those poor tobacco farmers. But we'd be happier if they went out
There's
of
Bunny's
business because
cottage.
people weren't smoking.
Place gives me the creeps.
All right, I've gotten all the secrets. Eric, stop. exploring places you know you've been. Did I go here? I swear I must have, but I actually don't. Oh yeah, this is a fight though. Fights are fine. I don't mind doing a fight. I just don't need to do like little exploring things for like stuff that I've already gotten. Ow. No more spawning. Give me the health. Ow! Come on. Give me your HP. You give me your HP.
Now to keep going.
All right. Wah! I remember this one because I specifically remember not knowing what you could get after this, because there's like this thing that plays some music, but I never found like a health fragment or a note. I would be taken aback if this were the kind of game that there's a note. Okay. Gates open, door still locked. Up to you to find some dirt on that old money-grubbing harpy.
Some kind of break-in. No way that worked out for them.
But I can't... Or I can go up here, but there's nothing up here as far as I remember. Whee! You're probably not supposed to go up here at all. Yeah, weird. And as I interrupted myself when I found that note. I would be pretty taken aback if this were the kind of game that music was like a hidden ARG element for solving a puzzle. I can't. It's hard for me to even imagine a double or triple A game actually going full ARG, like real ARG, not just like we had a little ARG that like announced some photos of the game before it released, but like full like Five Nights at Freddy's, like Giggle Land, like. Oh yeah, there's a huge website that has massive lore dumps, and basically you can't understand the story unless you also dig through the deeper lore. All right, so we got to do a bunch of fights to get in. We can't get into the house without doing a bunch of fights. It's the long and short of where we're at. Come on. Gotcha. Give me the health to blow up the blaze. The blaze. I don't have a list on the top of my head, but I am looking forward. I think I recall a bunch of games I was looking forward to doing for the channel coming out this summer. So now that I am just about done with semester grading, have one class to attend left, and then all the grading I have to do. We should be, get possessed. I know at least one of the Five Nights at Freddy's games is coming out. It'll be one of the next big AAA releases, so that'll be fun. But I think there were a few other games coming out this summer. Middle of Pride Month, I think we've got another Steam Next Fest, so that'll be super awesome. Love doing those. Ah! I don't think I need your heal, but I'll take it regardless.
Parents always have a favorite, even if they don't admit it. Bunny's favorite was her daughter Cherie, whom she'd hoped to groom into a force surpassing her own one day.
She wasn't watching her either.
And nothing will go wrong. There's obviously no tragedy here. I don't remember where all the notes are. I apologize, but as you've seen, you can kind of survive this game
Dad was
without
living
finding
in a
every
life of
hidden
luxury.
thing.
But that's no replacement for his mom's attention.
I'm going to go check
I
on
didn't
my
know Dad
cat
had a
briefly.
sister.
I'll be right back. What'd you find, Willow? She was chasing something, but it was just a little plastic ring, not a big bug or something like I thought I
Local
saw.
honey. Mrs. Pearl swears by it for allergies.
Dearest Trudy, the illustrious journalist assigned to Garden Hospitality's latest profile misconstrued a crucial step in Flood family mead brewing process. It is of utmost importance to simmer, not boil the honey and water mixture. You must also take care to skim any scum off the surface as you go. I expect a swift correction and reprint forthcoming. Kindest regards, Mrs. Flood.
The entitlement. No surprise there.
Which, I don't know that I'd call that entitlement as much as just like, yeah, as being a bitch or whatever, but... I must have gotten whatever was in here. But it's like, I mean, you're just keeping watch over your property. Like, that's not the same as being, like, entitlement. I tend to think of, like, people who feel they've earned something, like, but like, not really. Like, I mean, I have friends who work at Costco, and I think of exactly the customers of Costco, where it's like, I pay a yearly fee, I deserve better treatment than just like, this is a normal grocery store, which it totally is. Got him. You chill. And by chill, I mean die! That's such a small heal. Healing on up. You get over here. And get wrapped. And get dead. And get exploded. And on to the next one. Nope. Whoop. I don't love the invulnerable attack, especially because they give me like a 5-hit combo that I essentially never get to finish. Possession. Healing.
Now for another painful memory.
Even before the accident, Hazel's dad knew Bunny didn't care for him. When his sister got her dress dirty, he was punished for letting it happen. He didn't complain life was unfair. That's just how things was.
That's kids. They don't know better.
Kids make mistakes sometimes.
More than kids make mistakes sometimes, kids get dirty. That's not even a mistake. That's just a fact of life. Why put a ton of money into a kid dress when, like, kids are scrummy little monsters?
Dream spot for a tea party. Kid Hazel would have loved an invite.
All right, last fight is down here, and then we go in the house and we see if the game crashes again.
Here they come.
I guess it does also shorten the cooldowns when I grab it, so it's fine. You go over here. Got you wrapped up. And dead. Dodge perfectly. Oh, it's got one of the underground burrows. That's not great for me. Out. Ah! The bull. Hi, Willow. How are you? You aren't thinking of stepping on the recording stuff, are you? Good, baby. Ow. Oh! I redeflected the bug into it and it died. That's neat. Going up.
Now for the pattern.
Let's see the end of the story that is certainly not sad.
When his sister got her dress dirty again, Trey tried to rinse her off in the water. I don't believe Hazel's dad meant to do it. He just didn't count on how slippery she'd be. Bunny never forgive him. In a way, Trey lost his sister and his mama that day.
Oh, no. Did Mama know about this?
It's certainly not sad, and I also certainly did not laugh audibly at how shocked I was at how dark that went in that moment the first time I recorded this game. That would be a horrible thing to do, to laugh audibly at a child drowning to death. Okay, let's see if I get this done in any reasonable amount of time, unlike the previous recording where this took me like 6 tries.
Jesus!
Don't take the Lord's name in vain. Christ. God, I can feel so much more alert and aware. My gameplay is so much better now that I'm not in the middle of semester. Okay, we passed the point that was really frustrating because I thought I saw a secret path and just fell and
So
died.
loud!
Up, up, wee! Up, up, wee! Hop, hop, wee! Alright, I didn't die that time either. Hooray!
Bunny buried every kid she brought into this world. That's gotta take a toll on you.
Bottle tree, bottle tree, bottle tree.
Hello?
In the house.
Is anyone home? Like, those steamboat parties must have been a good time back in the day. Ugh. I don't think I'll ever get the stench of pig off me.
Tasty pig.
Is that the old sawmill that shut down years ago?
So apparently the floods had a hand in just like every friggin' business that ever ran. Oh boy. What a lovely room of death. Dear Ms. Flood, some stories depict the Rougarou as a scorned female lycanthropes who prey on children and devour ex-lovers. Others claim the Rougarou emerge on St. John's Eve to dance at the Balgola Ball on the banks of the Bayou Goula with their brethren. My research suggests that the Rougarou are born from the bodies of those who have experienced immense tragedy. Anyone might one day become a Rougarou. Additionally, Rougarou's shape-shifting abilities might not be limited to lupine forms. You said they were lycanthropes. Lycanthropes are werewolves. Pretty explicitly, actually, because King Lycaon was turned into a wolf. Lupine would mean fox-like. Interviews with Cajun locals suggest Rougarou may take the form of many different animals, including but not limited to lions and bears and owls, oh my. Lions and bears and owls, oh my. Lions and bears and owls, oh my. If you would care to meet for a drink and discuss Rougarou physiology, I would be most excited. Yours, Professor A. Balfour, University of Louisiana.
Rougarou. Huh. Mama was always sorry we couldn't afford piano lessons.
Piano lessons are expensive. Piano is expensive.
Ugh, taxidermy? That's creepy fancy people stuff.
I really don't think of... Taxidermy is fancy people stuff.
Bunny looks so proud of her.
The only times I've ever seen taxidermy in my life have been in, like, ghost towns and Old West museums.
Grandpa. Don't think he would have liked me much.
Racist! Racist!
Showing off Flood family business partners like trophies. Foxes crack me up. Screechy little cat dogs. Bunny's really got a thing for raccoons.
Why the beheaded cows?
Sunday dinner with animal heads for company? No thanks.
What a lovely room of death. Yes, I will continue to quote Ace Ventura: Pet Detective. A movie with some deep problems, but was still a pretty funny movie in general. Taxidermy fox. Painting of the family. Tricycle? Huh. Interesting. What are you?
I used to look forward to the fair every year as a kid.
Hossborough County Fair last Saturday in August. Baking contest. Best water pie? Water pie? Is that like watermelon pie? Or like... that is not a phrase I am familiar with.
Granny Couture.
Oh, bless your heart. She doesn't strike me as the embroidery type. Guess we're heading upstairs. I love you, Willow. We just watched a movie for 2 hours with you laying next to me. You don't need extra attention. You're fine.
Definitely Bunny's room. If she's hiding something about Molly, it should be here.
No idea if you guys heard
I
the
bet
cat
Bunny's
meow on
wedding
the
was
on the
the
on
talk
the
of
on
the
the
town.
mic. On the on the on the
She
on the
did
on
look
the on the on the mic. Weavers are the key. Capable of extraordinary feats, these so-called scientists I've consulted with believe to be impossible. There are documented correlations between anecdotes of a weaver's presence and lowered crime rates in the surrounding area, because they are Batman. Such immense gifts should be accessible to all. Shouldn't we all be capable of righting our own wrongs? This is a totally different southern accent. I will focus on the restorative element of reweaving next. If grand tapestry amounts to the very fabric of the universe, then to reweave it is to turn back time itself! To patch what has been shredded. What wonders can be gleaned from the hearts of creatures torn asunder by stigma? What miracles can be
Restorative
created?
element.
I am a
Grand
cackling villain
tapestry?
from this game.
Always so put together. Guess it helps her keep going.
Devil horn shoulders. Pointing to the sun.
So many of her.
Ah!
So few of her with Dad.
That's not a flattering picture. Oh, God.
She loves a sketchy bookshelf.
Dear Ms. Flood, I feel a great connection growing between us. Shouldn't we continue our discussion of the mystical and profound in person? I have a great many sources about the land of dreams and nightmares to share with you over sweet tea at my Des Allemands estate. I have made my best swing at it. The dark fog in these reoccurring dreams of yours beloved daughter, I dare say I might be the only academic capable of treating your case with the care and respect it so dearly deserves. Yours, Professor A. Balfour, University of Louisiana.
Oh, Bunny. Can't remember when I stopped dreaming about Dad.
Be gone! Okay, before I go into the secret area, the secret area that's the way forward.
There's so much I never got to know about you.
The dad's room has not been changed since he was a kid. So we've got like kitty paintings and weevils and stuff, but we've also got just a photo of the
so
girl
little.
you drowned in your room you sleep in. What the fuck?
Can't believe that's you, Dad.
It's really borked. It's really, really borked.
So beautiful. Bet Cherie liked that.
All right, where would Okay, I guess we're just seeing that there's
I bet
weaving
that
stuff
tree
out
made
there.
for a nice view once. Fit for a princess. Dad never moved past it, did he?
Was Dad? I mean, I'd say that Bunny never moved past it. It's her house, Bunny. I mean, also your dad probably had a bad time of it, but he seems to have moved on. He had a life. He had a wife.
Holy-
He had a kid.
What kind
That
of
doesn't mean
person
you aren't
needs a room
somewhat
like this?
traumatized, but he wasn't trapped.
That's a big ass feather.
Is that the doctor from the medic from Team Fortress 2 up in there?
What the hell? Why is Laurent in those pictures?
Who's Laurent? It's been too long. I don't remember.
Hey, that's my distaff. Patterns too. Where did she get all this?
It's still weird to hear that word in this context. Anyway. From J.L. Patterson. Subject, missing children. Dear Miss Flood, here's a list of children reported as missing in the past 20 years from Prospero region. Note that all of them have been subject to investigations by local child welfare authorities. May Barkham, 11, Slaughter State Park. Slaughter State Park? Bill Knox, Billy Granger. Jeff Davis Road. I'm skipping the years because I don't care. Grady Ambrose, 9. Gandyville. Chester Burnett. Mary Beth Terrace. Cole Drudge. Graves Street. These are
Cole
not
Drudge.
nice names of locations.
Red yarn. She found out Huggin' Molly's not just a scary story for kids.
Oh, is she a big spider lady like that picture? Oh, that's going to be freaky as all get out. I love it.
Those poor missing kids. Could have been Molly's doing. Hang on, Dad? You went missing too?
Weren't you told that already? Am I crazy?
That's a chunk of Benji. All this research on the walls
Hi,
too.
Willow.
She was serious.
Love you, baby.
What is Bunny up to?
Murder? No, not murder.
You just can't get
All right,
enough
here's
of
where
my
we see if it crashes or not.
I'm sorry. I need to find Huggin' Molly.
Do you? What would you want with Huggin' Molly?
She took my mama. Her red yarn was all over our house.
You gonna meow into the mic,
You've
Willow?
been keeping secrets.
Willow, do not touch the
Why didn't you
keyboard.
ask before?
I did. And you didn't help.
You can see strands. And now you're looking for a creature. You're a weaver, aren't you?
Not especially. I mean, kinda.
Strange. Your mother never mentioned it. Or maybe not so strange. I guess we know each other's little secret now.
Are you a weaver too?
That you're a weaver and that I'm a
Oh,
homicidal
dear.
maniac.
Why don't we have some tea? Ugh. Let me get you some fresh clothes. My pig factory is no place for a girl like you to be cavorting.
Do not drink or eat anything she gives you. Hey, it's the cover outfit.
At least
Do
it's
not
funny.
eat or drink anything she gives you.
What do you know about Huggin' Molly?
Well, she hugs
I
and
know
she's
she
Molly.
takes children and leaves red yarn. And I've heard that you know a lot about her.
Yes. She stole your father once when he was young.
Really? How'd you find him?
Oh,
I built a new
Molly
one out
meant
of
for me to
clay.
find him. Trey was just bait, you see. It was me she wanted. Molly can't abide weavers because we mend the chaos her kind likes to create.
You're clearly not a weaver. That
You don't think
is an
That Molly
absurd
took
thing to
your
be
mother
lying
to rule
about.
you? Yeah. I never found where Molly really lives, but I suspect Laurent Baptiste knows.
Laurent from the juke joint?
Friend of yours?
Friend of Mama's.
Curious. Laurent won't talk to me. I seem to have an unfortunate reputation among his crowd.
As a murderer and
try.
kidnapper.
The garden gate will take you to his place.
You are not getting anywhere near the
Do
keyboard
let me
right
know
now,
how it
Willow.
goes with Molly. I'd be most indebted if you find her.
Oh, I'll find her.
So we're just gonna be
Molly
stuck
took my
believing that,
dad,
huh?
But Bunny got him back.
Even though like every single
I can
piece of
get Mama
evidence we
back.
found this whole time wildly denies that, and Bunny is clearly the villain trying to use the weaving stuff to
Can't let
undo
Gronk get to me.
reality to bring her daughter
Gotta find out
back,
what he knows.
like a goddamn JRPG villain.
Believing's done, and we still go on.
Well, it made it past there. Made it past there, and I gotta stop swearing this many times in the video. I just got all this energy from being almost done with semester. But YouTube hate the swearing. Whee! I'm dead. The double dodge, or I can save up for more of these things. I like more of these things.
What's that freaking blowfish talking about now?
Who's he talking to is more important, I feel.
Not one bit. And then she went right in that house. So I said, Bunny Flood will fillet as soon as look at you. Oh, Hazel. Well, nice duds. You been promoted at the Piggly Wiggly?
Oh, hey, Mr. None of the Floods, come to the cottage.
Oh, you don't mean. You run into Bunny Flood and live to tell?
Mm-hmm, and she's helping me find Huggin' Molly.
Oh, out of the goodness of her heart, I'm sure.
Goodbye, Ruguru.
So what, y'all in cahoots now?
First off, cahoots. Second off, there's nobody I'd rather be less cahooting with.
She always did want to get her hands on a weaver.
I think I can handle my own grandma.
So now you a flood. No, I wouldn't have helped if I'd realized.
If I'm a Flood, it's in name only. And if my last name makes Bunny believe that I'm on her side, then I'ma use it.
Well, you sure can scheme like a real flood. But you sure it ain't Bunny using you?
I can take care of myself without your help.
I'm very stupid. I mean
do
smart. I
need
mean
to get
stupid.
to the juke joint. Could you maybe?
Oh, you don't need my help. No, you a fancy flood weaver now. I wouldn't want to get your new dress all slimy.
I didn't mean.
No, you take the path. There's a tree up yonder you should see. Bunny visits every year on the same day. Might tell you a little something about who you're in cahoots with.
Hey! Cahoots.
Well, good on the catfish for teaching us a lesson.
He's worrying about the wrong thing. Bunny ain't nearly that bad.
Our life force moves from thing to thing.
Ow.
In
I looked at the cat and I
the tree
paid
catfish
the
man.
price.
Oh, Bunny.
Safe inside. You bring me flowers every spring, every spring. Nothing's ever really lost. See,
Leave these hates to fester.
Random fight. Random fight. Random fight. Kablauben. Bring it on. Bring it on. Possession. that the end? That appears to be the end.
That's Hazel. Now back to the road.
And while I build our empire, I tend you and love you as before. You'll always be my girl, my little baby girl.
I did it again. I mostly avoided that this time, but I did forget at least twice. Okay, so all that was some extra experience, which I'm not about to complain about.
Our life was smooth,
Is that a
something to
baby?
but without
Well, yeah, like I said, she made a new homunculus out of clay.
slow
New golem, baby.
in the orchard as before. Bring me flowers every spring. See, nothing's ever really
Not realized. Nearly got myself damaged there. Love the music, man. Not the musical, the Music Man. I actually am kind of tepid on that one. I love the music in this,
It's like the
my
tango
guys.
itself is crying.
How, on a scale of 1 to Bloodborne, how messed up is this going to be?
They say the soul lingers a bit with the body it belonged to. And so it was with Bunny's baby Cherie. Bunny's dream of crafting her daughter into her own likeness, a power spun of unnatural means, was shattered. But she never lost hope she'd bring Cherie back to life someday. She stole the Benji tree's heart for its magic, to keep her daughter trapped here instead of going where it is baby souls go. I don't think she ever considered what Cherie would have wanted.
Did Bunny steal magic from Benji's tree? She must have been desperate.
Or just evil, but I mean, probably both of those things.
Whoa. No wonder Bunny comes up here in secret. Sorry I woke you up, baby Sherry. You hush now. Going back to sleep, okay?
see, nothing's ever really lost. Lost.
Birds. Hold on,
While
baby.
searching Bunny's
We're almost
cottage for
done.
clues about old Molly, Hazel glimpsed her grandma's past and felt sorry for her. But what Bunny did was unnatural. Sealing her dead daughter's spirit in a tree? Despite this, Hazel's powers guided Cherie to find solace in the great beyond. Following her lead, Hazel sought Laurent Baptiste, who knew old Molly's whereabouts, but Hazel wasn't keen on seeing him again, given a mauled history with him.
Barman is hard to find. All right.
Better get to the juke joint so I can get back to pretending Laurent doesn't exist.
You guys are probably going to see another chunk of video after this, but I am going to stop for now, record later. My cat is freaking out for no reason. So I am going to let you guys go, but I will be back here in any second now to continue recording the next episode. And I'm back! Hopefully you guys are doing all right still. It's been about a day and a half for me. And I am one step closer to being done with semester. Not quite there yet, but I've got one class left and some grading. And soon I'll be on my way. Ba-doop, 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 ba-dee. Yeah. Alright. Summon this tree out of existence, and then... Whee! Yup. Whoop. Whee! Yup. Whoop. Whee!
There's the old sawmill. Juke joint's nearby.
Right. We are on our way to be on our way to be on our way to be on our way to find a spooky spirit what kidnapped Mom. Which is going to be a little while before we get there, according to some of the achievements I was looking at while working my while setting up. 15. Oh boy. Found this little run of a boy Laurent wandering around covered in blood. Won't hardly talk about what happened, but his ma and pa are dead. He's little, but stronger than he looks. He can move crates and keep a lookout for the fuzz finding the operation.
Laurent? 1922? That can't be right. He must be a junior.
Or it could just be a totally different person named Laurent, but that seems unlikely, given that, you know, stuff. I mean, I don't know who Laurent is, but yeah, 1922 would be Prohibition, and also there'd be no reason to be alive. That's not no reason, but you know, sort of, kind of, maybe meanish. Hello. Help me out here. Ow. Uh-oh. Woo! Ouch. I need you to be health real quick. Thank you. Nice and easy. All right. Oh, God. Hello. Nice and easy. Bop. Clear that on up. I don't know that I'd call that rough. I mean, yeah, it took a while to take out the big guy, but a lot of that was just seeing what his moves were. Is that not a readable? Okay, it is. 2. Laurent crashed one of the damn boats on the shoreline, lost 2 crates of liquor. Madison was yelling at him something fierce and then raised his hand to strike Laurent. He scared the shit out of Laurent. face twisted up something fierce. Talked to Madison, and she said he's got to take it easy on the boy.
Master
For a
sounds like an
second,
ass.
I really thought
You're
the
a
direction
sight
that
for
was
sore
heading.
eyes.
Ooh, I finally got enough health increase things because I've missed like 3 of them, I think. For a second, I really thought it was going to be that, like, oh, he was really mean to Laurent and tried to scare him. Then Laurent's psychic powers activated and killed him. I don't know why, but that was very much where my brain went. Was just like, oh, Laurent was scared, his face screwed up in a weird way, and then he disexisted him with his mind. We must all fear Laurent. Sent him to the cornfield. Did I go backwards? Yes. Yes, indeed you do. So, wait. What's this way, then?
Lumber used to be a huge business here. I wonder what happened.
Heading closer to Big Mountain. I love Big Mountain. It is a mountain of big. My brain isn't working today. My brain isn't working, hooray! Well, well, Sora, well. Very little experience being left around on this particular level. Scant experience. Oh, there's another mom.
How do these
I was
keep
gonna say a
ending
mom
up out
memory,
here?
and my brain almost immediately said mommery. There's another mommery. All alone in the murmlert. Rode Laurent to Lieutenant this morning. We all had some drink to celebrate. He's a mellow fella, but it was nice to see him excited. He had a little too much to drink and got crying about his folks. Matson teased him for crying. For a split second, his skin was taut and twisted. I never seen a man move so fast. He used his mind to rip Madison into 1,000 different fragments and trap them in parallel universes. He hit Matson so hard he flew part of the way across the room, broke his arm. Laurent ran off.
Jeez.
He turned him into a jack-in-the-box. Because it was supposed to be his birthday, but they wouldn't let him celebrate, so he got angry. These have been Twilight Zone episode references. What? Oh, there we go. Okay. It's a Good Life is an episode of the Twilight Zone. It's a classic that I hate very much. Can I do anything with the wasp's nest there? I wanna slam you into the wasp's nest. Can I? No. Okay. I tried.
She held on to this?
Hazel took that pic of us just after Laurent had cooked us that 3-course dinner. When he felt safe, he had so much love to give. Wish he had felt safe more often. Sometimes he seemed like he was scared of himself.
I remember that day. I saw what Mama saw in him. But he didn't deserve her. I'm really not looking forward to this conversation.
I don't know where it's headed. Other than he got an explosive temper and is apparently immortal. And sends people to the cornfield with his psychic abilities. Is there a secret there? That's... Like... Uh-huh. Oh. I don't like this part of this level. Okay, that wasn't worth doing. Probably another secret back there, but it's fine. I'm fairly over-leveled. Went looking for Laurent. He's been missing almost a week. I found him bloody and naked in the woods. Looked like he fought a puma. Started babbling and saying, sorry, please let me stay. I won't do it again. I told him he's got to keep those feelings at bay, even if I think he was justified in lashing out. Madison's an asshole. Brought him back to camp.
Sounds like he really cared about him.
Laurent is our god now. I wanted... Close the loop was the one I wanted, and that takes 100, and then we need 100, and 100, and 100, but we're almost done with 100. Hooly-doo. Huh. That the way we go. So this the way we actually go and get experience. Ow, get impaled by stupid Pointy. Okay, I want close the loop. And yeah, that's pretty good. This I assume will just send us, yeah, like back to a previous area, which is fine. At least we checked. Hope y'all are looking forward to summer. I'm gonna try very hard. I can't promise, unfortunately, but I'm gonna try very hard to have a big project I've been working on for a long time ready for about June. It's gonna be tough to get it quite then, but I'm hoping sometime in June to have a big project out to you guys that I've been working on for a long time. Hi Bear, I'm very excited about it. If it isn't June, it should be before August because I need to get it done before the next school semester. But found Laurent, what, 10 years ago almost? He shot up like a beanpole. Good boy. I swear he's aging slower than the rest of us. Where I find gray hair and new wrinkles every day, he's still got that baby face. He's been learning the business well. I think he could take it over. He's already taking over my mind. I'm becoming a duplicate of Laurent. He's spreading like a virus. Ignore me. I'm being deranged. It's fine.
Something's in here.
Be sure to leave a few thimbles full of strongest liquor outside the barrels and crates. Those little drunk buggers will swindle your heart and hooch in the middle of the night if you don't. Then they wreak havoc. Gotta give them a peace offering. They like to burn when it goes down. They like to burn when it goes down, but then so do I.
These little guys are menaces.
I think we are talking about the small animals. What do we send puppet into hole? Whee! It is a fight. Which is fine, because now I get to test out my, Yay! I can whip him up on stun, on perfect dodge. And that means I can heal more when I punish them in that state too. So we are pretty friggin' tough at this point. We are becoming extraordinarily powerful.
Knots around here somewhere.
Whee! For no reason, I must send my... Oh. There we go. Go forth, Grunkus. I don't remember what I said I would call you instead of Crouton. For now, you're Grunkus. Nope. Spikies. Skabloo!
Got it.
Alright, that should clear
Stigma's
this all
cleared
up. That's where we squoze. There's a little railroad track here. Were they railroading their illegal liquor during the Prohibition era? That seems... I would have thought they'd do something more surreptitious. Prohibition was repealed. No one needs our moonshine or bootleg wine. Demand is way down. I'm thinking of heading out west to find my fortunes there. Asked Laurent if he wanted to come along. He politely declined. So he's going to make something of himself here.
Remember, it's the
Spreading
21st
his
Amendment,
cult of
'cause you can't drink
personality.
till you're 21. Gonna have to find a way to get up there.
I go west to spread the word of Laurent. Aw. Came back out of the old bootlegs spot. Laurent's still here, looking ever young and spry. Leapt up and bear hugged me plumb off my feet. Felt like I was gonna break my back. He brought the old Sawmill's old juke joint. Runs a little backwards bar now. I have a feeling we'll be here for quite some time.
This is getting weird.
All hail Laurent. Ia Laurent. Do I have to, like, is it, no. I am much confused. I need like a box or, oh, train. Steam train. don't think I was supposed to be able to do that, though. Have I broken something? Okay, we can climb up here, which means we can go over here. Yeah! A little fiver of experience. Okay. We did not break anything, we just broke something. Go get him, Grunk. Do your pathetic jump of horribleness. Ow. Okay, we powered something on. Ooh. Fancy tree of dashing. A lot of 5s. Lot less of them like 10s and 20s than we used to get. Or we've gotten 100 of 230 on this total level. There's definitely a chunk of level left. Also, we might have to do some kind of boss fight with Laurent. Well, it said in the thing we read, part of this episode earlier, anyone who's become miserable can become a Rougarou. And I know Rougarou is a boss just from cultural osmosis and looking at the achievement list. So maybe we fight Rougarou, the Loup-Garou. Which I think is the... Now that I think about it, I think that is actually the way I've heard that is it's not a Rougarou. I think I've heard of it pronounced as the Loup-Garou, as in like wolf, lupine again. That French phrasing. Maybe it's a Rougarou in the American South.
There it is. Man, it's been a minute since I've seen Laurent.
Not seeing any more experience baubles around here. Let's get out of here. Have to do more jumping. More jumps and thumps. Don't see any sort of thing to climb. Maybe that. Seems unlikely, though. I don't need to find every single secret. It's fine. Does not seem like that is the way the game is designed, is that you have to find every secret to be able to do things. That feels like that's going to be where I have to go after I talk to Laurent, and he's grumpy and doesn't want to help me because apparently there was some falling out with me and Mom. Well, yeah, he had some kind of falling out with the two of us, that is to say. Wee-lee-doop, scoodly-boo-lee-boop, wee-lee-lee-loop, skeely-bee-lee-loop. I don't... My tired brain saw that white lip and was like, oh, you can grab onto those white ledges. I should check that. It's obviously not anything. Cute little bar. Kind of out of the way in that it's... I mean, I guess I don't know how close anything is given that a hurricane ran through. Here I am in my gothy-ass dress.
We ain't open. Hey, didn't you hear what? Hazel? What are you? You've grown.
It's been a while.
Yeah. How you doing?
Do you know where I can find Huggin' Molly?
Don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Bunny said.
Bunny. As in Bunny Flood, your absentee grandmother? Explains why you dress like that.
Whatever. She's just trying to help me.
Right. Because Bunny's known for giving you a helping hand.
This is different.
I saw how she treated you and Lacey.
And how did you treat Mom?
I treated Lacey well.
Until you didn't. You just up and left us one day.
This is grown folks' business. You a child. This ain't for you.
I ain't no damn child. Do you know how sad she was when you left us?
It was complicated. There was a...
Don't
Curse.
make excuses.
Hazel,
You didn't deserve her.
that's enough. I need you to leave.
Did you even care? What was so wrong with Mama? With us?
Nothing. Nothing. It's me. It's always me.
Laurent?
Hazel, no! I'm not safe. Get out!
Ah, the old poof of smoke transformation. Oh, he's a cockatrice.
Shit. Maybe I can reweave him.
When you phrase it
How
like
long has
that,
it been
it's
like this?
very I don't like the phrase reweave him. I'm gonna take a firm stance that I don't like that phrasing. It makes it sound like you're editing him. Need to tell Lacey, I'm sorry, I can be better. I can let her in. Sometimes I see her walking around, but I can't speak the words. All I think of is the sorrow I caused her and Hazel. But each time it gets stuck in my throat, choking me. She deserves so much better. I don't know if I can change. I mean, clearly you can. I've been this
He
way
really
for so
did
long.
love Mama.
You can, in fact, physically change. Let's just go fight a duder who is now offered.
Filling the bottle will clear up everything. Then I can reweave Laurent. Company houses.
Are we actually going to touch on the concept of company houses? That'd be welcome. No one talks about this piece of history enough, if it is. And if it's not, you guys get a history lesson from me. Which I'm sure everyone's excited about. Woo! Yay, that's a tenor. Just like me. I don't actually know what I am. I bet my register is closer to tenor than it is to bass, but I don't know. Huh. They're trying to send me every which way, which I don't want to do. Probably another way in. Yeah. Dear Mr. Baptiste, first we appreciate your many years of service, which makes the decision much harder. We received your request to swap company scripts for cash to help pay for your wife's medical billing. Fortunately, the company is unable to comply with your request at this time. Our policy is firm.
I can't imagine
Thank you.
how hard that must have been. All that work for nothing.
Yep, we are in fact talking about it. That's great. Feel my time on this earth coming to a close. I'm going up yonder to be with my Lord. I hate to leave my beautiful boys behind, especially Teddy. He's hurting so much. but won't show me. Thinks he's got to be our rock, but even the hardest rock can be worn away by the streams of grief. I know he goes and cries. I've known him half my life. Can't hide from me that easily. I should talk to him about it. He's going to have to be a good example for Laurent. They'll need each other.
All we got is each other. What's it like knowing you had to leave it all behind?
So yeah, company towns is an old practice that still exists in certain sort of ways. They're a little less awful now than they were, but they're still pretty awful. And I've heard some companies are trying to do sort of modern versions of it. Cough, cough, Costco. Cough, cough, Disney, cough. But company towns were this business practice where you would basically provide your employees with free housing as long as they worked for you, which sounds great right up until if you quit your job, you automatically lose your livelihood and your house. So it sounds great right up until you realize it is a trap meant to make it impossible to escape working. They just hinted at another part of that practice with the company script. Lots of companies used to be able to legally pay out in company bucks that could be spent at the company store, meaning that instead of getting real money for your wages, you were getting basically money that could only be spent at the company store, so that the company didn't have to pay you anything, essentially. Some of those just awful historical ways of keeping people indentured to the company so they couldn't leave or seek better options or really have any hope at all. Just horrifying stuff. Wow, everything leads over that way where I need to go. And I just want to explore and get out. Okay, let's do this fight. Yeah, just horrifying stuff that used to be illegal. There's actually sort of versions of this that exist now, like much softer, but still they exist. Sometimes you'll see as like a benefit for working at a place, you get stock in the company, which is literally just a way of, instead of paying you, your wages or like a bonus wage, they pay you in. You have money in the company that supports the company, and maybe if the company grows, you'll be able to take that out someday. Which is still the same sort of manipulation, even though like law has made it less, obviously, horrifically. But not the best practice for us. Ouch. All right, you. Bring it on. I mean, you have to be. Whether you like it or not.
A child's heart ain't big enough for all the sorrows that want to fill it. With a doctor, Laurent's mama might have lived, but Daddy only got paid to accompany script. and doctors only took cash money.
Mom always said LeBron had a tough childhood. Tough doesn't even begin to cut it.
Yeah, company script is horrifying.
I don't want to think about dead mothers right now.
Yeah, well, might want to get used to the idea. Alright, gotta keep doing fights to learn more.
Just can't leave well enough alone.
Ow. Ah, come on. Alright. Saw there was an achievement for killing multiple enemies with a single explosion. So I want to try get 2 of them. That didn't give it the achievement. Don't know. Ow. Slam. Ow. Didn't see that in time. Leave you up real quick. Come on, die! Too easy.
It's heavy work, but
Too easy. Tell me more. Tell me more. 1 or 2 more of these, and I'm gonna have to do the run segment again, huh?
Daddy barely got out of bed or washed most days now. Laurent had to catch their dinner or go hungry. He was all alone, trying to press down on a wound too deep to mend.
Meal.
poor Laurent. He had to grow up too fast.
Do. I could try and get the parry. I don't think I'm gonna be making a lot of use out of use the push as a parry, but I can at least try.
Looks like that sawmill boss came to a bad end.
What makes you think that has to do with the sawmill boss? You privy to information I don't know? Alright. Let's go see A Hard Life. And then
All
fight a
that
boss.
stigma. But how am I supposed to get in there?
Well, if you would look to this box over here, and recognize that it is in fact a box you can use, you probably would figure out how to get in there. Hi. May I ask for your assistance? I'm trying to find something I can blow up with my entire body. That didn't feel super worth it, but it's fine. So yeah, Sawmill was a company store that and worked, hard labor camp more or less, which sucks. That wasn't a fight. That was a puzzle, huh? Okay. And basically
On his
worked
mama's
his
birthday,
life to
Laurent
death.
ran
And
away, crying out like a wounded owl. Daddy always warned him not to show his pain. You got to hide it, Daddy said.
oh,
Push it
toxic
down and
masculinity
bury it.
too.
But in the heart of the woods, Laurent found himself consumed by it.
Sometimes I want to go into the woods and holler too.
Stupid America not wanting us to show emotions. It's all the durnable British's faults is hopscotch. Hi, Willow. How are you? You wake up from your nap, little miss? Love you. Don't interrupt this cutscene like you did a ways back, or I will kill you. Obviously.
I ain't got all day.
Ow. 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 Can I please? I would just like. Go grab this heal before I die. Oh, that got the freeze, so I guess that counts. So it's not that tight of a parry window. If I weaved to this one, I weaved this one. Where'd you go? There you went. Yeah, it's nice having a bunch of things that, a bunch of different attacks that apply the weave status condition. That's very cool. I like that it sort of gives you a build. Eventually. Whee!
Each time Laurent saw that sawmill boss drive by in a fancy car, he felt like a knife was twisting in his belly, cutting deeper each time. That man wouldn't even miss the money that could have saved Laurent's mama.
Rich folks don't never change.
Not without some prodding. Second, I thought I had to resummon that bridge with my bumper. Oh, come on. Oh, no. No. Well, at least we didn't die. How's it going, Boogus? Ooh, you're kind of close. Hey! Okay. Hated that. Hated that entire experience. Oh, come on. I don't want to do the hops onto the bops anymore. At least we didn't die this time. I'll come back and kill you one of these days. Alright, do we get a cool song time? I'd love a cool song time.
Well, I'll be battered, fried, and dipped in grits. I just seen a Rougarou.
That's Laurent.
Well, best not run into him again. We'll find Molly another way.
No, I need to reweave him like Benji and Tom.
Says who? Laurent ain't some kind of tree or big gator.
Bunny said.
Bunny, with her newfound kindness, sending you after a Rougarou to find Molly. A little odd.
Spit it out, fish.
Look, there's whispers of Bunny in these swamps and hollers. Dark magic. A corruption sprouting from her house.
Wow, who could guess?
She might have her reasons.
Reason enough to send her granddaughter chasing after danger when her mother might not even be alive?
That's enough.
Hazel, I'm sorry.
I've got this far, ain't I?
I know you want to see her, but just be careful out there, all right?
I mean, I think it's good, obviously, for us to help heal Laurent, but, I mean, like, come on. Trusting Bunny of all
Never seen
things.
a blade so big. Might come in handy with these roots. Dang it. Needs power.
Why is the blade still here and that big? And yep, that's how that works.
Trees. I gotta get
Sawmills are designed to explode trees into fragments. The most useful thing a lumber can be is 1,000 shredded pieces. Now, mind, I'm not trying to insult sawdust. I know sawdust can be useful, but okay. Thought I was finding a secret, but I wasn't. Wee you. Ow. Anything in here? Just a note. Lost a few workers due to that accident on the 25th. They'd been complaining about that machinery needing to be repaired. Now we're behind on this month's production.
Bastards. Save a penny and lose a big man in charge with a nice office.
Such is the way of things. Next month we are cutting everyone's hours by 12%. We will still require the same amount of output. Also, let my 3 most senior loggers go to free salary space. Wife is nagging me about buying a house on the Gulf with an ocean view. With a sawmill? With this size of sawmill, you are not some bajillionaire buying extra houses. Whoop, yep, whoop. What up? Okay, didn't need the ball there. Did need to go up here. Oh, I missed this. Okay. Phew!
Laurent missed his mama so much he couldn't stand it. He went to fight the factory boss to tell him off, but his daddy tried to stop him. And when his daddy saw the death of Laurent's pain, that's when he got mad. The boss was always afraid of his workers. That's why he kept a gun in his office. He didn't mean for it to go
Healthy.
off.
Very healthy.
Probably. Didn't stop the bullet from punching through Daddy's skull, ending his life in a blink. With his daddy's blood dripping down his chin, Laurent couldn't hold his feelings in anymore. They burst through his skin like feathers. His anguish seemed to lift him up into the air. The terrified sawmill boss drove away as fast as his fine car would go. Laurent flew after him, carried aloft by currents of his own torment.
Oh my God. Laurent couldn't help it. That man orphaned him. I wonder if Mama knew Laurent's secret. Laurent may be a lot of things, but he's not a monster. He told me it wasn't safe. He was trying to protect me back there.
I break my bones, I rend my skin, bricks turn to dust, and rage floods in. It sears my soul, sets my veins aflame. Never hold just myself to blame.
Don't look down.
Uh-oh. Did the music just kind of stop immediately? I was being all quiet so that we could hear the music.
To upset you. I had no idea. Stop! It's me! It's Hazel! You don't have to let this consume you. I can help you.
Really nice exploration, the anguish in his veins.
All to make me a man. He laid the first brick, not me. He told me to square up my shoulders. Boys, don't cry. Brick by Tuesday brick, I still my pain inside.
Mama wouldn't want you to hurt like
fight my pocket when uncle's gonna
This
give
is
him
a lot better than the two that I'm talking about. I like that it's actually just a fight. No gimmicks. I mean, there probably will be gimmicks, but like you get segments and just straight fighting. Not a Sonic. I bless it. I love the old Sonic the Hedgehog games, but their boss fights were a lot of just like wait until you can hit.
Don't do this, Laurent! Let me help! Where are you?
Sick. Oh, the music is so good. Oh, it's so good.
devil said that my foundation should walls fell down suddenly.
Hear me, Laurent?
God has screamed my
Stop!
more beast than man. I tear it out.
Oh god. Gotta eat one of these just to make sure we don't lose too fast. Oh god. Wrap him up and phase 2 over.
Laurent, come on!
Oh, give me the cool music again.
Just look for the eyes. Close one.
I break my bones, I rend my skin, bricks turn to dust, and rage floods in. It sears my soul, sets my veins aflame. Never hold just myself to blame. I break my bones, I rend my skin, bricks turn to dust, and rage floods in. It sears my soul, sets my veins aflame. Never hold just myself to blame.
Don't know why I'm doing badly on that timing, but this fight's over. He
Laurent,
immediately ages into dust.
are you okay?
What happened? Where are we?
You got mad. I tried to reweave you, but I think something went wrong.
No. This is me. This has been me longer than I care to remember.
I'm sorry. About what happened to you with your mom and dad.
My mama died. It broke me. But when that man came and took my daddy from me, I don't even remember it fully. Came to, covered in blood, haunted by what I had done.
I can't imagine going through all this alone.
Maybe this pain just festers in me. I try to keep it pushed down. I don't want to hurt nobody, especially you and Lace.
I mean, I remember her laughing a lot when you were around. She was happy then. I could tell.
She saw me too clear. I felt laid bare. Scared me.
Scared you.
Yeah, that's fair, but it's good for you
Been
too.
ages hiding this shame and hurt inside. But then Lacey saw me, flaws and all. She still cared. Felt like juggling broken glass. I was just so scared I was gonna mess things up. I just pushed her away.
I think that hurt her more.
I know. I know.
The logic and the emotion parts of the brain aren't always in sync. I know this better
Earlier.
than many.
You came to ask me about Molly. What was that all about?
But when the hurricane hit, the river took the house. With Mama in it.
She all right?
Well,
I found her house, but I couldn't find her. And then I saw a ton of red yarn laying around. I was told that was Molly's doing.
She has, Lacey. She must be hurt.
Can you take me to Molly's lair?
For Lacey? I'll take you as far as I can go. But I never managed to reach her lair.
Thanks, Laurent. I appreciate you.
what a cool design. The skull and like the quilted construction-y wings. And with that, we're probably seeing ourselves off to another episode.
Hazel asked Laurent about Molly's whereabouts. But mentioning Lacey stirred him up, turned him into a giant owl. Hazel was shocked to see someone she knew transform him into a creature. Using her magic, she reweaved Laurent's old wounds, bringing him back to his true self. But the guilt and shame would take its own sweet time to fade away. Once Laurent got himself together, he and Hazel headed for old Molly's lair. But Hazel
This game
felt uneasy.
really is
Even a giant
gorgeous
creature
and
like
really
Laurent
well
seemed
done.
unsure he could take her all the way.
Their eyes were watching.
Thanks
for the push.
ride. See you around.
Push a little further
up
on the
there, the
combat, or
witch's
maybe
nose
make it not combat and just survival. Like you just have to
These hoes
dodge
won't
stuff
stop.
until they wear down.
Just
But
hold on, Mama.
just man, everything comes together so well. Except the combat's just a little generic. It's good. It's really good. So yeah, that
Do
is
you guys know
gonna
the way to
be
the witch's nose? Is that a
the end.
wind tunnel?
Oh, that'll be fun. I'll be in the end of this episode. I hope you guys are enjoying. I think I will finish this episode even if the last one, this series, even if the last episode did badly, because I just think it's neat, and I also kind of want to spread some of the love of this game, knowing that its sales might have been hurt by some weird stuff going on in the world. So I'm gonna keep it going, let people see it without having to buy it if there's reasons they have not to buy it. But I enjoy, and I hope you guys are too. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.